Good morning everyone, this is Tactical Strategy with my first video series, Minecraft: The Art of War. I'm going to give you a little background on this first. In November of 2010, a Minecraft forum user named Valerius Maximus posted a thread called The Art of War, which is now claimed as the greatest summary of warfare in Minecraft in the history of the game. Valerius was the leader of a large PvP clan and became very knowledgeable on the subject, decided to share with us his magnum opus. Unfortunately, due to real-life pressure, the thread is now closed. The knowledge is lost. These videos will seek to reclaim the knowledge accumulated by Valerius and add upon it my personal experience. Who am I to tell you this, you may ask? Well, I was also the leader of a large PvP nation, about 40 people at its greatest extent. I was inspired to do this by The Art of War, and with the information won several small battles and 3 server-wide world wars against other large clans. Now, I'll warn you right now, this video in particular will not have important visual information. You may want to tab out and just listen to me for this one. Now, let's start off with the basics, namely, what are the motives of war in Minecraft? Valerius, in the original text of Art of War, states that there are no set goals in Minecraft, because it is a sandbox video game. This is very true, and because of this, most of the goals of wars will be abstract. I've here identified 3 overarching motives that define almost any conflict in Minecraft, from the most basic one-on-ones to the larger clan wars. They are honor, resources, and power. Honor is, in my opinion, the basis of most wars in Minecraft. This category is mostly about wars started over an insult, but can also include wars to cement reputation, or to get revenge. The first of the 3 world wars my nation fought in was caused by arrogance driven by honor. We were at that time not on the top of the dog pile, so to speak, but getting there, and the current great powers were becoming uneasy. They sent us an ultimatum: stop expanding, or be crushed. Perhaps I acted too quickly. Perhaps I misinterpreted them. Regardless, I refused, telling them we were willing to fight to the last. The next morning, our town was shelled by TNT mortars, beginning the most destructive period the server had ever seen. This was avoidable. There were many times that either side could have backed down, but our honor compelled us to fight practically from the time we arrived on the server. I was ambitious, so were they. There could be no reconciliation, so there was war. Resources are most likely the smallest cause of Minecraft war, because such wars tend to take up more resources than are gained. Regardless, it is a good goal. The side with the most resources rebuilds fastest, and is ready for the next war faster. In the war mentioned above, our town was devastated. Our water walls meant that they couldn't get in, but the TNT mortars fired over our walls and devastated our buildings, made of cobble and containing iron. Keep this in mind as I explain this using Valerius' system of P costs and N costs for calculating if war is worth fighting. A P cost is a cost that you incur upon yourself and in turn benefits you. For example, the TNT that they fired over our walls cost them a large amount of gunpowder, but allowed them to weaken us much more than the cost of the TNT weakened them. An N cost, on the other hand, is a cost that does not benefit you, and is incurred upon you by your enemy. For example, our destroyed buildings represented an N cost for us. They were destroyed, and we got nothing out of it. War is won by maximizing P costs and minimizing N costs. Destruction of the enemy's resources and gaining more for yourself is vital for victory, even if it is not a main motive for starting the war. Power is the opportunist's motive. If you're fighting for anything that will make your nation larger, stronger, or more prestigious, you're fighting for power. Power is the main motive of large clans or nations that mainly stick to one server. Power is essentially what other people think is the sum of your manpower, resources, infrastructure, and willingness to fight. As a good rule of thumb, the less people dare to mess with you, the more powerful you are. The nation that attacked mine delivered the ultimatum not for honor, but for power. I'd done nothing to them before but threaten their position, not by actually threatening them, but by expanding and threatening their position as being on top. People do not make war for no reason at all in real life, and it's no different in Minecraft. Recognizing motive is a good way to predict when other nations will attack you, and thus give you time to make preparations. If I had seen that I was threatening the other nation's power, I would have ordered my people to build better defenses, craft more weapons, and train for war. Had I done that, the enemy wouldn't have dared attack us, or if they had, the war would have been much shorter than it was. Thank you all for watching and or listening to this. The next video will cover preparing for war before war begins, and will include tips on building long-term defenses that will hold out in a siege. See you next time.